Hey, what's going on guys? John here, and today I wanted to do a video review for the Wildroad trailer hitch and extension that you could basically add onto an existing trailer hitch that you might have on a vehicle. So what I thought I would do in this video is just go through some of the setup on this, give you an idea of what to expect, and I'll talk a little bit about a couple of use cases that we've actually used this for. It's been very useful. So this is actually the whole unit folded up. I'm actually standing in a area that used to be a garage bay. You can see we have the door here, but we kind of converted it to a gaming space slash gym. So I usually store this just up against the garage door here because we don't use it too often. So as you can see, it can kind of fold flat. These doors basically completely come up, and then you have the doors that basically swing up. So pretty much you're gonna get about this height. It's roughly about probably 1.5 feet or so that come up. You have reflectors that you can add on the back, and it just has the Wildroad branding. These are basically really simple to use. You simply just pop out the pins and then reattach them when the doors are actually up. The entire base is all gridded, so obviously if you're gonna be moving something like, you know, soil or sand or something like that, you would have to put a tarp in there, which we have done. We recently got like some giant lawn bags and went and picked up mulch with this, and that worked perfectly. You know, it wasn't like a crazy amount like you'd be able to get with like say a truck, but it worked out fairly well. One thing that's fairly simple with this is when you go to mount it into the actual rear of the car, you have a large pin here that it includes, so you basically just put this through and then you're pretty much good to go. We usually utilize this with, we have a 2014 Subaru Forester XT, and that has, you know, more than enough capability to utilize the towing feature after we installed the tow hitch. And a few other use cases of this is we actually went on a trip and we put a ton of luggage in this, and then we actually put a tarp over it, so it was like a mini camping trip over a weekend, and we wanted some extra storage because we were bringing things to family that we wouldn't have otherwise been able to fit in the car. Another use case was I had to pick up about 50 bags, which is essentially a ton of wood pellets for burning in our pellet stove. So instead of having that delivered and paying all the extra delivery fees, I went and picked up about 25 bags of pellets. We filled half in the trunk and the remaining half in the back of the Wildroad carrier. And we were able to basically do 2 trips, only 5-10 minutes away from the place, to go pick up all the pellets. And that worked perfectly to do that and save me you know, a little bit there. Overall, very, very happy with this particular unit. I think it's come in handy more often than I've realized now that we have it. So you never know when it comes to hauling things. If you don't have a truck, but maybe you have an SUV with a tow hitch, this is something that has been just awesome to utilize. Anyway, hopefully you guys found the video review on this helpful. Fairly simple to set this up, easy enough to store away due to the fact that it folds, and it's been very useful in many use cases that I've found so far since we've owned it. Anyway, thanks for checking out the video, and I hope you found it helpful.